Hey gang, you don't want to miss this episode. We've got bulls, we've got mutton, and we've got me on Moroccan Nights. Stand by.
When you think digital marketing, think ThriveFuel. Websites, social media marketing, advertising, and much more. ThriveFuel is professional digital marketing.
Welcome to Meet Victoria, where we'll get to know the people, businesses, and heroes that make this community special. I'm Caleb Shaw, owner of Shaw Realty, and your host. Now let's go meet Victoria. All right, guys, welcome back. We were with a very special friend of mine, somebody that I look up to, that I respect, that this whole deal was his brainchild and his creation. And so, Alex, thanks for having me on here, brother.
Thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate you. Tell me a little bit about Red, White, and Bulls. What made you start this thing? What is the story behind this, and how did we get here?
Man, I tell you what, in the military, we look after each other, and it starts from basic training the first day, and it lasts a lifetime. And you learn to look after your brother. You learn to be selfless and to care for the person to your left and your right. Once leaving the military, I got into law enforcement, and I realized that they have the same credo. They're cut from the same cloth, and a lot of law enforcement is prior military because of that reason. We're all searching for that camaraderie, and we're all taught to take care of each other. And in both professions, you're not going to make a lot of money. We realize that, right? You're not going to get rich, in either profession, but there's plenty of great organizations out there that, have great things that they do for our veterans and for our law enforcement members. But there's nothing really that allows the beneficiary to actually, hey, this will really help me out, and
Life-changing
and
type
realizing that, exactly, and realizing that, I thought, man, surely we can raise some money and we can let them tell us what will help them the most, paying off bills or sending them on a dream vacation, or whatever they can choose, right? And that's what all this money goes toward. And I tell you what, I couldn't be happier with the success we've had. The Crossroads area, great people like yourself that help us get the word out there, that believe in what we're doing, that show up and buy a ticket, that show up and clap their hands and show some support. I mean, just having our beneficiary, recognize that, hey, all these people are here for me. And I couldn't be happier, man, and it makes me feel good to be able to be a part of this community and to know that there's people like this out there. It gives you faith in your fellow man, right? And especially in the chaotic world we live in today, to know that there's still people out there that believe in America, that believe in our law enforcement, and they can get behind what we do. Man, I'll tell you, and to have fun and throw some bulls in the mix, hey, man, what can get better than that?
Yeah, no, you're right, and I want to tell you, from somebody getting to watch this from the outside and to see the effort that you put in, that your team puts in, that all your crew, your staff, everybody, it's really humbling, because it's not easy to throw a rodeo. It's not easy to throw a bull riding event, and you've got to really have that passion to serve and to say thank you and to give back, right, to do so. And so I just want to say thank you to you. I say it all the time, but I'm the son of a retired Texas Ranger, and so military, law enforcement, that's my people. And to see us take care of each other, to see, you rally around somebody that needs it, it's humbling and it's awesome. And so I wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the late nights, the early mornings, all the work that's extended to all your crew and all your people, because, man, I've been watching them around here and they're hustling, and everybody's doing this for the right reasons. And so thank you, man. You give a lot, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And so thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to definitely let everybody know the words of encouragement, and thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you. And guys, we'll be right back with our hero beneficiary right after this break.
At Furniture Warehouse Direct, we pride ourselves in offering the best quality of affordable furniture in the Crossroads area. Come inside and shop your favorite brands or order direct from our website. We have multiple financing options to get the furniture you need in your home. Why pay retail? Buy direct at Furniture Warehouse Direct. And Furniture Warehouse Direct PBRSuperstarMcKennon.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am joined by a very special guest right now, the hero on whose behalf we're all here for, and the reason that today is happening. And so, without further ado, my friend, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself, please.
I'm Bryan Martin. I work with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Been in law enforcement about 16 years.
Got you. And you had an incident a while back that's kind of led to this whole deal and the community reaching out. And if you wouldn't mind, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so 2014, I was on patrol about 1 o'clock in the morning. I was going down, we have a local road here, FM Road 616. I was going towards Vanderbilt area. There's a car coming towards me. Almost got in my lane of travel. I had to pull over the side of the road, and I said, he almost hit me. I turned around, to, of course, pull him over to see what was going on. And before I can catch up to him, he was parked on the bridge, and I pulled in right behind him on the bridge. He was clearly intoxicated after, talking to him. He, all the signs of being intoxicated. He slurred speech, strong odor of alcohol, coming from his breath, and just, so I said, I'm gonna do some sobriety tests, make sure you're okay, drive. I didn't think he was at the time, but we're gonna do it and make sure, I'm correct in it. Started the first test. It's called the horizontal gaze and nystagmus test. He showed all 6 clues of intoxication. Then I started a walk and turn test. In the middle of that test, while demonstrating, he took the opportunity to push me, 2-hand pushed me over the banister there off the bridge, where I fell.
You have a rough estimate. Did you go all the way to the bottom of that bed?
All the way to the bottom, yeah. Woke up. I say woke up. I guess I was in shock. I don't really remember much after that.
Did the suspect flee?
Yes, he got in his vehicle and ran. He was caught that next morning in Wharton County.
How did you when you hit there, and I guess you came to, you radioed for help, and then they came and backup arrived?
So I couldn't move. For some reason, my radio I carried on my right side, and I was laying on my left side. I'm left-handed, and my gun was on this side. I couldn't move my back, and I knew I was seriously injured. But my radio had come out of its holster, and my hand was on top. This is the way I remember it. This is the way I when my hand was on top of the radio, and I was able to hit the panic button on our radio, which alerted all the officers around at my location and dispatch. I was finally able to gain some kind of control and tell them what happened.
Cavalry came in and
Yes,
rescued you.
Yes, sir.
At that point.
Yeah. After being down, I guess I was down there at the bottom 20, 30 minutes before someone got down there, yeah.
What are the injuries? What kind of injuries did you sustain?
I broke my sternum, some ribs. I shattered my left femur, broke my back, some couple vertebrae in my back.
What did the recovery look like for that?
I was in a wheelchair for about 9 months. A lot of rehab, going to the gym, riding a stationary bike, getting my muscles strong, until finally I was able to get out of that wheelchair and start walking and try to get back to work.
One of the tough things about when something happens to law enforcement is you're not the only one that feels that. There's that ripple effect, not only through a community, but mainly through your family. And I'm the son of a retired Texas Ranger, and I remember when my father would go out on calls, we all basically held our breath until he came home, and so I know that the family, when I'm sure your wife got that call, and I'm sure the panic ensued, and then you start this long road to recovery. One thing Texas does really well is honor its heroes and takes care of its heroes. And what's really neat about this whole Red, White, and Bulls event is this is the community coming together to honor what happened and to say, A, thank you for your sacrifice, but B, we're in your corner. We've got your 6. What does it feel like to be watching all these amazing bull riders, these amazing animals, stands filled with people that are here to say thanks for what you do, and we got your 6, brother? What does that feel like?
It's something that I can't even explain. It's great. Since day one, my sheriff's department, my sheriff and Andy Lauterbach, they took care of me. The community outpouring of support took care of me. They made me feel, needed and welcome, and they didn't miss a beat, and that was really special to me. And then to get to go and watch this, and this benefit here, it's been amazing. This bull riding event is my girls are loving it, and that's what matters to me. My wife's loving it, I'm loving it, I'm getting into bull riding now, and this is a great organization to help law enforcement, veterans, and it makes you feel welcomed and that you're actually wanted, because in this day and age, law enforcement sometimes doesn't feel very wanted and needed.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's what's sad, because at the end of the day is we're here to help and
to serve.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We work for the people. I work for, Jackson County. I work for the people of the Jackson County. And that's what I try to do best. And to have this event, something like this, makes me feel like, wow, I'm glad I do this job.
Yes, sir. Well, I will tell you, as like I said, as the son of a law enforcement agent, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And I really sincerely feel like I can speak for the community when I say thank you from them also. You're ours, and we're honored to honor you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we're honored to honor you. And thank you for the service. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for putting on that badge every day and going out and protecting your community.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
We're grateful to you,
Yes,
and thank you so much. Thanks for joining me on this interview. Guys, I will be right back with another guest and something pretty exciting or pretty stupid, depending on which way you want to go with it. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. As you can see, I'm decked out, ready to go. We're going to tell you what all this means. Actually, we're going to learn it from Bull Riding Superstar. He's going to tell us all about this. My friend, if you would, please introduce yourself.
Aloha, I'm McKennon Wimberly. Been to the PBR finals 3 times and ridden bulls all over the world. Won a lot of major events and lived through a lot of deadly wrecks. And so you want to try your hand at it?
Maybe. I'm sure thinking about it, but I got a heck of a crew right here, and I feel very honored to be with you, and thank you for taking the time. Can you kind of walk me through what I got on here, what the purpose of these are, and then I guess you can walk me through the next part, but let's start with the gear if you wouldn't mind. All
right, well, this protective vest, it was invented after a fellow you might have heard of named Lane Frost.
Yes, sir.
Had a bull put a horn through him, and it did damage and it ended his life. And one of his great friends, Cody Lambert, as you can see it says Lambert. If you ever watch State Seconds, there's Cody and Tuff and Ty. Well, Cody Lambert designed the bull riding vest. As you can tell, you got to be able to move. So there's flexibility. It's not like a bulletproof vest.
Right. Feels kind of like soft armor a little bit.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Sir.
So what it does is it distributes the momentum of the blow. So if a bull steps on you or hits you with a horn, it's gonna, rather than just like going into you, it's gonna just kind of bounce off and reflect off of it.
Gotcha.
The shafts, they're mostly for looks. They fly and flash, and the judges see them, and the crowd loves them, and everybody loves them. And bright colors and fringe, but they're also protection. In the chutes, when you're getting in here, they're covering your legs, and that's a good thick piece of leather, So if a bull bucks around and it's a 2,000-pound bull mashing your legs against steel pipe, you need a little protection.
Yes, sir. That makes a little bit of sense. Yeah.
So that helps. And then you would usually have spurs. I understand spurs, you don't want to mess up Maraca's day.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it easy on him. I don't know if he's ready for all of this yet. So
you want to have a Maraca day, not a Moroccan night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, and as you said, this bull is Moroccan Nights. Roughly, what does he weigh?
Around 1,700 pounds.
1,700 pounds. All right. Well, I guess it's about that time. Are you ready to talk me through this, my brother?
Yes, sir.
Good
yes,
deal.
sir. We got you a bull rope on here.
Okay.
This one was made by Marcelo Nunez. His brother is a world champion bull rider named Renato Nunez.
Okay.
And it's a left-handed Brazilian, but you're going to ride right-handed. So we slid it over.
Okay.
And you'll slide your hand in there, and it'll work just as great.
Roger that. Okay.
Yes, sir. First thing you're going to do is you're going to hold on to both sides of the pipe and step your foot on his back.
Right there?
Yes, sir.
All
Then step your other foot on his back.
Okay.
Drop to your knees, and then slide your feet down beside him.
And so he's pulled all the way to the left side right here.
So you're going to push him around with your legs.
Okay. This leg, I guess, because I need him to go that way, right?
Yeah, so push your leg down and push him over with that knee. See how you're moving his weight over?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you think about
It's
it.
a whole lot of animal right here.
It's a whole lot of animal. He's
All
a big
right.
old bull, and he stands where he wants to.
Yes, he does. Yes, sir.
So keep your feet on the bars.
Okay.
And they're pretty high in these bucking chutes, but that's all right. That's so if he bucks or something, you kind of have some brace and support there.
Okay.
Scoot back a little bit so you can work with your rope there.
All right.
So we would, if you were about to ride one, you'd say pull, and I'd pull your rope up, and you'd heat it up. You know, you'd have a glove on, so you'd run your hand up and down.
You see everybody doing that.
Yeah, so that gets the rosin hot and sticky.
All
All right,
right.
so then I'd let it off for you, and you'd slide your riding hand into that rope. Use this hand to hold your rope.
Okay.
Since you got a spot here, somebody's holding on to you, and your legs are around the bull, so you're squeezing on him. You can ride him if he moves.
Okay.
All right, so now you'd say pull, and you're gonna take your fingers out of that rope.
Okay.
You're gonna just hold it down right there. Okay.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pull it up for you.
Okay.
All right. And then you grab this rope, take it across your hand,
Okay.
go around behind your hand, and back here. Or we can just do a butterfly. That'll
Okay.
be good.
Like that.
Yep. And then you sit on top of that.
Oh, so I needed a little longer to
No,
go
you're
into
gonna
my leg.
slide. You're gonna slide up and sit up on top of your rope.
Okay.
Okay. So pick your booty up off of him, and walk up there and sit on top of your rope like this.
Okay.
There you go. Now go ahead and drop those feet down.
All right.
And drop this foot down like you're getting a hold.
Okay.
Keep that riding arm strong and stiff. Slide this one up just a little bit more right there. Drop your elbow down. All right.
And that would be it, huh?
Squeeze with that hand, because you can't forget to hold on to that rope. You can ride as good as anybody, but if you let go of that rope, the
Come
bull's
right
gone.
off of there.
Yeah.
Roger that.
But if you think about it, your rope's tied to the bull, so you need to go where your rope goes. So you're always pushing your hips to your rope.
Got it. Okay.
Big jumps, big kicks, a lot of power.
So it's about that time, huh?
Yes, sir.
So
Nod
I
your
guess
head
nothing
and
left
we'll
but
open
open
it
the
up.
gate, huh? Oh wait, I don't know about that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know if this is the right animal for me just yet. We'll be right back.
From early on, I found a huge love of the outdoors. My favorite part of being a child was going out to my grandparents' ranch, feeding the cows and fishing in the tanks and running through the pastures. There's nothing better than being outside, in my opinion, which is why I love this part of my job so much. Keep me, Corey Urban, in mind when you start looking for that ranch, farm, or recreational property. Give me a call at 361-649-1357. I promise I will find the perfect property to suit your needs.
Balance, timing, and feel.
Okay.
Just breathe and do it all.
Let her buck.
There you go.
Guys, we had a great time. We came, we saw, we conquered. This is a little bit more my speed. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you at the next one. Woo.